Hello viewers, this is Marianne from Revealing Light Tarot. I'm in my lounge room today, not at my usual table, because my rumpus room has been commandeered, and of course I've been relegated to the lounge room to do the reading. I've had a lovely Sunday. It's Sunday in Australia, and I've been out and about visiting a country cafe, had lunch with an old friend, and then I took my tarot cards, she took her runes, and we exchanged readings over a pot of tea. So it was all very, a lovely afternoon and a lovely catch up with an old friend. So, okay, so as you know, I tend to read with things that are in the back of my mind that I have a gut feeling about. And for some reason, Steve Bannon has been on my mind in the last 48 hours. So I want to take a look at him. I don't know why. I guess we'll ask, what are the general conditions around Steve Bannon? Is he a person of interest in the Mueller investigation? Mueller's getting very close to the collusion aspect, conspiracy, collusion, however you like to phrase it. With Trump and Russia and the Trump campaign, 2016 campaign. So we have Bannon front and centre in all of those things. We also have the House sharing transcripts, Adam Schiff's committee sharing transcripts with Robert Mueller. So did Bannon lie at any stage? We know we've looked at Don Jr. What about Steve Bannon? What did he know in 2016? What did he know during the transition period? What did he know in 2017? What does Bannon know? Is Bannon a person of interest? Okay, so let's ask. Is Robert Mueller investigating Steve Bannon? Is Robert Mueller investigating Steve Bannon? Let's have a look at what the cards are saying. Is Robert Mueller investigating Steve Bannon? I'm just hearing yes. Okay, so Steve Bannon is a person of interest to Robert in the Mueller investigation. Okay, Steve Bannon potentially can connect what was going on in the US to what was going on in the UK. And potentially that's the links that Mueller might be following up or might be chasing down. Cambridge Analytica. Piecing together the entire, what actually happened in 2016, how the election was influenced, who knew what and why. Okay, don't forget we had potentially that quid pro quo coming through. So Mueller would need to know exactly the intricacies of the campaign, who helped who and why, who was involved, who spoke to who, and then that would then be tied with the quid pro, and then you would have collusion. So Bannon certainly is front and centre in my mind today. So let's have a look. What do we need to know about Steve Bannon? Is Mueller, is he being investigated? Is Bannon being investigated by Mueller? I'm getting a really strong yes. Okay, so we've got balance. Perhaps, Bannon may well be someone else that can, I'm getting the link in the chain, okay? So balance out the evidence. Bring the balance of evidence forward, perhaps. What is challenging? Challenging the situations are painful endings. Painful endings for whom? This is the Ten of Swords. Balance and painful endings. Painful endings for Bannon. Did he know... he was let go, I'm not sure what month in 2017, and potentially he was also, the Mercers also distanced themselves from Bannon. Interesting. Okay, the focus of the readings is often my trump card, or one of my trump cards. This is came forward a lot in 2017, and this is the wish card as well. This is abundance, the wishes coming true. So it's around the 2016 campaign and what went on there that Bannon seems to be a person of interest here for Mueller. Yes, the success of the 2016 campaign. So, we asked, is he a person of interest for Mueller? And my intuition told me that perhaps it's around tying those 2016 activities. In some way, he's going to bring forward some evidence, or there's some kind of balance of evidence here that's needed for Mueller. Now, what's hanging over this? Okay, so this is the abundance card, and this again could be the link between the quid quo pro. So what went on in 2016 with the campaign in return for what? So somehow I'll bring the laptop down. Somehow there's a link there that Bannon is instrumental in proving. So as you know, the way that Mueller works, he circles, he gets the evidence, and really he gets the evidence so that the main game, which of course is Trump, is irrefutable. And now in the immediate future, we've got the Six of Swords, and this is relocation. This is moving on. And again, I'm getting a sense of the Mueller investigation turning its eyes toward the UK, and what also went on with Brexit. This is a really huge web I'm feeling here, and I alluded to it in my last reading, that this is not just concerning the US. This is global threads that Mueller is bringing together, because I think the quid quo pro goes beyond sanctions, lifting sanctions. I think this is what Mueller perhaps discovered earlier on. That it was not just the sanctions that were, I guess, the main consideration. It potentially could be deeper than that. When I say deeper than that, I'm talking about what else was promised. Okay, what else? This is again change. I think this is about changing the world order, because I'm getting that sense of really moving on the liberal progressive governments, which of course would have been one of Bannon's aims. But for Putin, it's destabilisation and aggression. One way of doing that, anyway. Imprisonment. Okay, so this is the Eight of Swords here, which is, of course, it can be restriction, enforced restriction, potentially prison. So what does that mean? Often that comes forward when someone's going to be indicted. The environment around the situation is manipulation. Someone was juggling, someone was manipulating. So I'm seeing that Bannon potentially is a person of interest for Mueller. The hopes and the fears, what was inspiring this action? And the fear, again, what was, can be the same thing, both a hope and a fear. So if we're looking at destabilising the world order, and the US leading that world order, then we start to see the magnitude of things that occurred in 2016 and are still occurring. Now we've got the Ace of Wands, which of course are new starts, new inspirations here. New starts. I think this goes back to what Bannon can offer Mueller. I'm pulling another card. Yeah. Okay, Bannon somehow can provide information or some piece of the puzzle, balance the evidence here, which goes to the connections between the Trump campaign, what went on in UK, the quid pro quo. Bannon can provide some kind of information that's essential to the Mueller investigation, but it is in relation to this global kind of net that I alluded to in my last reading. Endings and beginnings, ending the old regimes, ushering in a new order. Who does that new order benefit? It benefits the wealthy, and it also benefits Vladimir Putin. So I'm just going to leave it there, viewers. Just a short reading just for today, and I'll be back again this week. But I just wanted to read on Bannon because he is coming through. He's coming through my subconscious in the last 24 to 48 hours. So let's see what unfolds this week. Thank you.